This is the tale of Cato, a young man who cursed everything he touched. A tale of friendship and enemies, of trust and deceit, of recuperation and recidivism, of hope and greed, and of many, many mistakes. This is the Chronicles of Cato. What is this place? This is Aeternia, a nation on the supercontinent of Aeternia. What? You don't know what that is? Let me explain. Aeternia is a massive 15,000 by 15,000 Minecraft world, with dozens of people on at any time. Aeternia is a small nation all the way at the bottom of the map, with an active population of around half a dozen to a dozen active members, the two most prominent of which was Cicero and the Praetor, our two consuls. But it was JMO who found me first. He'd recently founded a new town called Nemea, and he asked me to join him. So I did. Nemea had beautiful walls and an incredible entrance gate. But definitely the most amazing part about Nemea was the dogs. They were absolutely breathtaking. The only question left was what was inside those walls. Was it great structures? Was it beautiful buildings? Was it incredible statues? Well, you see, it was absolutely empty. Yep, that's right. There was nothing in there. Anyway, after building myself a small home and a small farm, I decided to go and check out the capital. This is where I saw something slightly strange. That's when they hastily assured me that this was normal. Right. I should introduce you to Meg and Lude. Meg, on the left, is an amazing builder, and as I later found out, she built the walls of the capital. Lude, meanwhile, she's an incredible redstoner. She built these redstone gates that even 18 months later, I still haven't found out how they work yet. Later that day, Meg, Daddy Deadpool and I were to be found jumping on a bed. Anywho, I knew I had finally found my new family. During the next month, I contributed greatly to society by doing use of things like voting on land or handing out cactus green, punching people and running away, boating around and not throwing out cactus green, punching people and not bothering to run away, and you guessed it, more boating around. As you can tell, I'm in no way an annoyance to anyone at all. Anyway, an opportunity would arise to allow me to show my worth, to prove to people that I was more than just an annoying idiot who punched people. Aeternia would face war. On the 13th of September 2021, Liberal Goth Mummy would announce the following.
The Kyoto Marauders declare.
You're just going to skip over that? Huh? Skip over what? The dude's name is literally Liberal Goth Mummy. So, this is Stoneworks. You've played with someone called Selective Fury. I mean, I guess, but shouldn't you at least... You know, never mind. As I was saying, Liberal Gothmo announced the following.
The Kyoto Marauders declare war on Aeternia. This war shall be led by myself. We shall be occupying some lands in Aeternia, and we shall not leave until we gain the entire nation. Let the games begin.
And so, I went to work, building a vast supply of potions that could supply even the largest of empires, collecting enough materials to arm and protect a grand army the size of which this part of Eldon had never seen before. And endless amounts of cacti were farmed to smelt for XP. The days began to pile on top of each other, and endless work was put into a war that was simply unwinnable. Although we had allies such as the Bi-Federation to our east, we were still outnumbered threefold by the Kyoto Marauders. We learned that they had in fact come from a place that we were actually friends with, the Iron Freeholds to our west. We continued to work and work, putting in hour after hour, and the days turned into nights. We smelted the cactus for XP and used it to enchant our gear. This meant our armor and weapons were top of the line, and we had endless amounts of potions. But would it be enough to stop the horde of enemies, who surely must have worked just as hard? It seemed more than unlikely. It would look like the end for Aeternia, and all hope was lost. Eventually, the day came. What would happen? Well, find out in the next installment of the Chronicles of Cato. Meanwhile, check out this non-existent video over here, seeing as this is my first video, or perhaps this non-existent one over here. Oh, and no matter what happened to Aeternia, this was just the beginning for Cato.